Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to Let's Talk Turkey here on this March the 30th of 2024. Today is the last day of April 2024. So, if there was something you had to get done in April before May starts, I don't know, and you didn't get it done, you might have missed the boat. But welcome to the stream tonight. You might notice I am in space. And I am pleased to bring you this. Tonight's chat, I kind of went back and forth about what I was going to do on the chat. And so I'm going to kind of combine a show and tell with a movie review. Thoughts about the Star Wars films. Tonight's stream is, of course, titled A Journey Through the Galaxy. Let me say hello to, let's see, Dawn, the Hitchhiking Bones in here. Welcome to a galaxy far, far away that still has turkey legs. Jane the Turkey Legster's here. Who let him in? Tina McNeil. Okay, so I didn't get here in the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy, but I'm here. Yes, you are, Tina. Thank you for being here. Cynthia is here. Candy, Mom 15, Dean, you are a goofball. Yes, I am. But I know you all would have me no other way. Welcome in, Cynthia. Space, the final frontier. Oh, wait, wrong idea. Speaking of ears, do you like my ears? J&N Travels. Hello, happy Tuesday. How is it going, John and Nancy? Welcome in. It's going galactically gobbletastic. And great to be here. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start my chat and what I'm going to talk about. Saturday coming up is May the 4th. And since I stream on Tuesdays, of course, I'm doing this, the Tuesday before Saturday. Now, I already know I'm not going to get through everything I really wanted to cover. So, part two is going to be in 2 weeks, and I will remind you at the end of the stream. Nathan, welcome in. No baby Yodas were harmed in the making of these ears. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm pretty sure that is correct, to be honest. So I wanted to do some show and tell of some Star Wars knickknacks that I have around the house. I was also going to go through all the movies, um, particularly tonight, starting with the original 6 movies that were the George Lucas made. Then, of course, he sold the franchise to Disney, and we ended up with characters like Grogu. Um, so to get the non George Lucas material out of the way, let me show you this little knickknack that I got several years ago. This is a bitty boomer. I think it's what it's called, a bitty boomer. It's a Bluetooth speaker, and the sound comes out of the top of the little Grogu head. And this little thing actually has really good sound, surprisingly, for the size that it is. And I really cute, isn't it, Tina? Tina. Um, And I would kind of wish I would have found some of other characters, in that style. But I'm kind of glad. I'm really glad that I got I got him. So next, I'm going to show you some of these little action figures. Um, Let me show you this one first. I have actually got this. This is a cape is not doing so great, and he's a little dusty. I didn't notice how dusty he was. Anyway, we'll see what we see. Here is Darth Vader. Here, I'm not sure you can really see him that well on the stream. There he is. I actually bought this back. It would have been around maybe right after Attack of the Clones came out, maybe 2003 time frame, because that's kind of when. Well, I'll get to that when I get to the movies. But here is Yoda. His blade is missing. He has retracted it, but he's ready to ignite it if someone shows up to fight him. Then we have C-3PO, human cyborg relations. Oh, no, sir. I'm fluent in over 6 million forms of communication. C-3PO. And then, of course, this is the last one that I have, is my favorite of all of them, R2-D2. Love him. So those are, I had a few other ones. I think I maybe got rid of them, or either stored somewhere else. I'm not sure why I would have got rid of them, but I know I had an Anakin Skywalker. I know I had a Darth Maul. Hey, Space Mountain Dave, welcome in. How are you? Um, so those are those little trinkets. Next, I've got a few of these. I bought these at these would have been at Target, and I got these little tin carryalls at Target, and they're really cute. I never really put anything in them, but I got this one. And it has R2-D2 on the front. So that one, and then I have this one has Darth Vader and Stormtroopers and Boba Fett back there. Really cool. What did Cynthia say? R2-D2 used to be what you wanted for a pet. Yeah, he would have been a great pet. I have a feeling if there was an R2-D2 like modern, like current times, he would have maybe been able to fix things around the house, you know, when they break. That'd maybe be helpful. So anyway, then the last one I have um, is Star Wars Episode 4, which of course is the original Star Wars that came out in 1977. And so those collection, um, this one actually does have some things in it. I've got a few different cassettes. There's a blast from the past. These are some different Christmas musics. Cassettes. Boy, that was a time. Um, Waiting for your favorite song to come on the radio and then pressing record on the boombox. Anyone else do that? Okay. So let me start the little talk through of all the episodes and talk to you about. Guess I'll kind of share. Um, hey, Mandy Adams, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Kind of share how I um, discovered Star Wars and how I got to know Star Wars and kind of fell in love with the franchise. Hey Mary, welcome in to greetings to you and your three wonderful kitties. Um, Welcome in. Um, so A New Hope. Um, so I did not start um, watching Star Wars. I did not get introduced to the galaxy far, far away until it would have been the early 2000s. And I remember this because The Phantom Menace had come out, and of course, you were seeing Star Wars all over the place for the first, for the kind of the first time in years. Oh, Maple Bacon is here. Hello, welcome, welcome. Um, so here's another little blast from the past. I remember going to the video store, although I think it was actually would have been, no, I think this would have been this actually, I might have, we might have rented the video, the VHS, from I think Blockbuster video. I think I either rode my bike or I went with my dad, and drove, obviously. Um, but anyway, we rented um, A New Hope. And so I watched it, and it was pretty interesting. I can't really say that I fell in love with it, but with me, when I watch those kind of, different, a unique kind of movie like that, it kind of sticks in the brain for, days. And so I guess, when I watched the first Star Wars, it was just this amazing story, setting. Of course, it was nothing that I'd really ever seen, this space and the characters. And so um, I remember, being my introduction. And I think, not long after that, I watched the next films. We might have gone and rented them, or we went to, there might have been some kind of a bookstore or a video store. I know there was one at the local mall here that I would go to, and um, to buy CDs and DVDs, and so I might have. I'm not really sure. I know there was a period of time there for several years where we actually got the VHS of the Star Wars. Um, oh, Maple Bacon says, I love Star Wars. I wanted to use the music in our wedding for our first dance. Well, speaking of the music, that's actually one thing that has hooked me on to Star Wars. But let me go back. So I got familiar with the original trilogy, and this, like I said, was in between the release of the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, between the probably like 2000 to the year 2003. 2003 is when Attack of the Clones came out. So in between that time, I got familiar with all the movies. The original trilogy. I watched the Phantom Menace, and then um, Attack of the Clones came out. And Attack of the Clones, I actually went to see that in the movie theater. Um, 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4 different times, and then after that, I think I saw Revenge of the Sith a couple of times. Um, but speaking of the music, of course, the music of Star Wars is one of the best parts of it, and I purchased this set of the soundtracks, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's holographic. The fronts of the cases here, it's a holographic um, card of the art, and it's not really coming across on the screen. I don't think, but anyway, I got these three. This the soundtrack, and and it's awesome. It's got pictures. It's got all the tracks on the things on the music, and it's just really awesome. And then of course you've got the Empire Strikes Back. It's kind of hard. It kind of reflects here off of the um, here's Return of the Jedi. Now I forgot to grab this. I do have the movie soundtracks to the episodes 1, 2, and 3, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. I thought I grabbed them, but apparently I did not. They're in the closet behind me. But I did grab um, the soundtracks for The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker. And then I also have the soundtrack to Rogue One, to Solo, and then I also have the soundtrack to the Clone Wars, and this would be um, the um, the full-length film that, of course, the animated series that ran for ultimately seven seven seasons, and so that's it's the film. It's a full feature length film that um, they I forget. Okay, I'm losing my words here. It kicked off the series. So anyway, there's those, and then of course, like I said, I've got the other three soundtracks um, to 1, 2, and 3. Um, Disappointed dog, welcome in. Do you remember Luke? I am your father, or no, I am your father. Oh, so that is a good question because I think the line, and it's been years since I watched. Speaking of Empire, that comes from Empire Strikes Back, and I think the line is no, I am your father, emphasizing the I because they were talking about Darth Vader told Luke, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. They were fighting, and then Luke went out on the thing, on the weather vane thing, and they were talking. And then Luke came back to Vader and said um, something like, he told me you killed him. And I think that was the line. And then that's when Vader said, no, I am your father. And then Luke screams, no. And then Vader goes, join me. We can rule the galaxy. And then I'm not going to reenact the whole film, but so I think to answer the question, I think I remember. I think actually, which is incorrect. I think actually I do remember Luke, I am your father. But as I think about it closer, the actual line is, no, I am your father. Speaking of which, so I had the DVDs, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And I went overboard with the original trilogy because I bought the full screen, and then I went and I bought the widescreen, and this was a box set. And then of course the fronts of them look almost identical, except it's silver on the top of all the DVDs right here. And I still have these. I don't watch them. I'm not sure if I actually have a DVD player um, handy, but I still have the DVDs. I'm sure I could probably find one, or we may have one hiding somewhere that I'm not aware. Um, um, my brother actually had bought the original trilogy on VHS, and he had that way back, way back when. Then, of course, we have I expanded the collection to the prequel trilogies, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and then Revenge of the Sith. Now, I didn't look up the details, but I know that The Phantom Menace is actually being re-released to theaters starting this weekend. I think actually on Friday, the 3rd. Um, really being re-released to theaters for a very limited time. I think also I remember reading tickets might actually be sold out for this, but I know some theaters were also doing on May the 4th. They were doing a like all the movies, a full like Star Wars movie marathon. I don't have information or details about that. You'd have to do some looking to see if there are tickets available. I wouldn't mind actually. I'm actually going to see if I can um, maybe go see The Phantom Menace because that's the one of the prequels that I did not see in a theater. It'd be kind of fun to see that um, um, in the theater. But with some of my DVD sets, actually, this came with, um, this is the bonus material that came with when I got the full screen editions. This is the bonus material disc. Now, there's a special on here that you can actually, if you have Disney Plus, it's actually on Disney Plus. It's called Empire of Dreams, and it's a whole documentary of how they, behind the scenes of the whole story of George Lucas making the films. And so it's a real awesome. I haven't actually watched the documentary since it's been on Disney Plus, since Disney Plus has been a thing. But I know I watched it when on the DVD, and it's just an incredible behind the scenes. Then, of course, as you got into the 1, 2, and 3 episodes, 1, 2, and 3, they had for bonus features all kinds of behind the scenes features on the DVDs. And then this DVD is actually I found this in, I want to say I probably picked this up in a Goodwill or something like that because I used to frequent Goodwill all the time. And this is a fun. This might actually be on Disney Plus. I've not looked, but it's a feature of this. This came out. This is from. Let me see. Um. So it's just episodes 4, 5, and 6 are explored in the story of Luke Skywalker, which follows the young man escaping from his daily chores on Tatooine to his becoming a hero in the Rebel Alliance. So there's two different parts to this. Then there's in the story of Anakin Skywalker, you'll go behind the mask of the greatest Star Wars villain and discover how Darth Vader started life as a young pod racing champion on Tatooine and later became a headstrong young Jedi seduced by the dark side of the Force. With clips from the Star Wars films, C3PO and R2D2 take you on an hour-long journey through the saga and prepare you for the explosive final chapter, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So, it's R2D2 and C3PO kind of doing a recap of the Star Wars story from going through all the films leading up to this was kind of a uh, leading up to Revenge of the Sith release. And so that was a fun addition to my DVD collection. Let me see how I'm doing. What time are we on? It's 9:30. Um, doing pretty good on time. So the last couple things I am wanted to show. I'm not going to do exclusive. Um, okay. I have a couple years Star Wars calendars. There's the front of this one. This was, of course, 2018. And then we have this calendar, which was 2020. Probably one of the better things in my world that happened in 2020 was having this calendar. So I won't show all the pages, but look at that. Yoda. And then some of these are characters, and some of these are like they show it's like an art collage of films. You've got Han Solo. This is Attack of the Clones, kind of what that art piece looks like. Here is Luke Skywalker. And then, let's see here. Don't want to show that. Oh, Chewbacca. And then, let's see. Oh, I guess that was December. So, yeah, so there's just a few of the pages on 2020's calendar. Going through that, I do remember actually those images. And then let's look at some of the images here in 2018. They had little quotes or lines from all the characters. We have Darth Vader saying, "Fear is the path to the dark side." It's not wise to upset a Wookiee. Nope. No, it sure is not. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Let's see. And then we have, this is December's. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. Master Yoda. So there's a little quick little look at the calendars. And so, yeah. So to kind of go back to, the movies, I enjoyed all of them, of course. They all are part of the story of Star Wars. I think my favorite one, um, I mean, I really like episodes 4, 5, and 6. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. There's really just something about those movies in comparison to um, all the other ones. I did enjoy the prequels. Those, it was, I think it was fun to go kind of follow Anakin's story, although it was you kind of knew where it was going, but it was um, fun to see kind of how Anakin gets there and to kind of we see a few different planets that we've not seen. Um, we see the Jedi kind of in their, um, golden years, kind of in the height of the Jedi. So we see actual Jedi actually doing, you know, crazy lightsaber fights on the screen. We meet, other villains like Darth Maul, Count Dooku, um, General Grievous. Um, and then, so it's really so I did like the prequel trilogy, not quite as much as the original trilogy, but to kind of go back to what I was saying, the music of Star Wars um, is is kind of now. I haven't really actually listened to the CDs in a while, but I have a playlist that I have compiled on Spotify. So if you are on Spotify, let me actually bring it up and show you. If you want to listen, this is only on Spotify, unfortunately, but I'll show this anyway. It's called Dean's Star Wars Showcase, and it's about 4 hours in length, and it's just really just highlights from all of the um, soundtracks from all of the movies, as well as some of the newer shows. The Mandalorian is included in there. Rogue One. Um, what else? What else? The theme for the Obi-Wan show. Um, Couple tracks from the Tales of the Jedi, which is an animated series that came out. Which actually they're doing a another um, Tales of the Empire, I think is the name of it. A series of I think 6 shorts. That's coming out on Disney Plus on Saturday for May the 4th. Um, Bye, um, Maple Bacon. Have a great evening. Thanks for popping in. What else I have on here? Got some music here from the Ahsoka series. So this is on Spotify, so you'd have to go and look that up by name. Um, oh, thank you for putting the link tree. Dawn, I'm not sure if this is on my link tree. Let me look. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, I'm so bad with this. Let me see. Where'd it go? Well, okay. All right, well, that playlist is not on there. I do have a link to my Disney Dance Party playlist. That's again on Spotify. So I'm going to have to do some updating of my link tree, but it's called Dean's Disney, oh no, Dean's Star Wars Showcase. You can look up my profile. If you see Dean the Turkey Legster, it'll be there. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream for tonight. Um, I need to go take a short break. I am going to be a special guest on the Hitchhiking Bones coming up here at the top of the hour at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, and for a Hitchhiker Chat. And so I'm looking forward to being a special guest there with Dawn and Will, talking about Disney things and sharing our honest thoughts about some of the more recent Disney news and announcements that has been coming out. So join the Hitchhiking Bones over there. If you haven't gotten enough of me on this stream, you can go over there and check that out. And then, of course, next week, I am doing a 3 years on YouTube celebration stream. I started YouTube in May of 2021, which of course is 3 years ago. And it's been such a fun journey. I'm gonna talk about it. We're gonna celebrate it, and I hope you will join me next Tuesday on the 7th of May at 9 o'clock to celebrate my 3 years on YouTube. So, and I want to thank you all. I'll do it next week again, but thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting my YouTube journey. Thank you to my Gobble Squad, my moderators, and everyone who is just subscribed to the channel. You are an honorary and official member of the Gobble Club, so welcome. And it is totally free to subscribe. And so yeah. So if you are watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Leave a comment and I'll get back to you. And if you're not watching this, then I have nothing to say to you. So bop the like button. Yeah, smash the like button. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Yes. Congratulations on 3 years. Dawn and Tina were one of the few that were with me from the beginning, and I know we were talking about that. I think yesterday or something um, about the beginnings of my channel and my creative journey. So anyway, have a gobbletastic and galactic evening, guys. I hope you have a great May the 4th coming up this weekend, and also a Revenge of the 5th or the Revenge of the 5th, whichever you do. And so with that, Um, Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.